But before we get stuck into today's stories, let's get the news with Lewis Mackenzie, who's not wearing suffragette colours, and I give up. Here he is.
I could only apologise, Dawn. Good afternoon. It's just after 12 o'clock. I'm Lewis Mackenzie here in the GB newsroom. Let's go to that breaking story now. A man has climbed Big Ben draped in a Palestinian flag. At least 9 emergency service vehicles are on Bridge Street at Parliament, with crowds looking on from beyond a police cordon. A Met Police spokesperson says officers are at the scene working to bring the incident to a safe conclusion. They are being assisted by London Fire Brigade and the London Ambulance Services. It's reported that the incident started at around 8 a.m. this morning. A pro-Palestine protest is set to begin outside the BBC offices at 1 p.m. today. It's currently unclear if the two events are related. We'll, of course, bring you the very latest as we have it. At least 12 people have been injured during a shooting at a pub in Toronto. 4 victims have non-life-threatening injuries, but the other conditions are yet unknown. Toronto police say the suspect was wearing a black balaclava and was seen fleeing in a silver car and is still at large. The Reform MP Rupert Lowe has been suspended from the party amid allegations he made physical threats against the party chairman, Zia Youssef. Mr Youssef confirmed the party had also received complaints from 2 female employees about serious bullying in Mr Lowe's parliamentary and constituency offices. In a statement, Mr Lowe said he was disappointed but not surprised to learn of what he said were false allegations. He also says that the allegations of bullying at his offices are not about him. He's currently taking legal advice. Donald Trump says he's working hard to get a Ukraine peace deal as soon as possible. The president was speaking in the White House after another major wave of Russian attacks on its neighbour overnight. Mr. Trump said that the Ukraine was taking tremendous punishment and a peace deal was urgently needed.
Settle the war, get it finished. Because if I'm not here, nobody's going to settle it. And President Macron has said that, and everybody said that. The prime ministers and presidents. We're pushing very hard. That's all I'm thinking about now. As far as the question about security later, that's the easy part. The hard part is getting it settled. We got to get them.
Well, as Dawn mentioned earlier, today marks International Women's Day. The annual celebration aims to champion women's achievements across all aspects of life. Speaking at a visit to RAF Northolt, Chancellor Rachel Reeves met with women personnel in the armed forces.
Well, it's fantastic at RAF at Northolt to be able to meet with women personnel in our armed forces on our front line. International Women's Day is an opportunity to celebrate how far we've come, but also as a government, and for me personally as the first ever female Chancellor of the Exchequer, to redouble our efforts to ensure that we have opportunities for women, which is why we are going further and faster on childcare and breakfast clubs to help parents, but particularly women, balance work and family life.
Tropical storm Alfred has made landfall on Australia's eastern coast. Tens of thousands of people have been evacuated, with more than 300,000 homes left without power. The country's Bureau of Meteorology has warned the intense rainfall could lead to flash flooding as the major storm moves further inland. Authorities in the United States have confirmed that the Hollywood actor Gene Hackman died of natural causes a week after his wife Betsy died from hantavirus pulmonary syndrome. It's been claimed that Hackman was not aware his wife had died because of his advanced Alzheimer's. Their bodies were found in their home in New Mexico last week, along with the body of a pet dog. And finally, some good news. 4 European brown bears at Whipsnade Zoo have woken up from hibernation. The bears, Mana, Minnie, Naya and, of course, Cinderella, have finally gotten out of bed after 3 months of deep slumber, signalling the start of spring at the UK's largest zoo. Very nice. Those are your latest GB News headlines for now. More from me in half an hour's time, but now it's back to Dawn.